Okay, I'm at the O2 Academy in Islington. I'm with a member of Diamond Head. Just want to introduce yourself first?
Hello guys, I'm Rasmus, I'm the singer of Diamond Head.
Okay, obviously I spoke to Brian last year, at the same venue actually.
Alright.
And obviously for today I'll speak a little bit about the history of the band. Obviously it's 1976 going onwards. You've been here since...
What, on Earth or in the band?
On the band.
Well, in the band I've been here since 2014. On Earth I've been here since 1984, so
fair enough.
A couple of years on me.
Yeah, no worries at all. And all it is basically, you're in Diamond Head now, you're the lead singer. Got a band with a big history. It's influenced a lot of major acts in the past, like Metallica, Megadeth, things like that. Obviously, I was going to ask, what are your influences for
music?
Yeah.
Well, my musical journey started with Queen and Freddie Mercury. That's how I kind of kicked off and got interested in actually as a singer. Musically, I listened to grunge back in the day, so it was a lot of Soundgarden, but you also had various other bands. I got a lot into Rage Against the Machine in my younger years, and yeah, I kind of just carried on from there. I'm a massive fan of Chris Cornell. He was and still is my hero from a vocalist point of view, etc.
Yeah, and obviously you had Chester Bennington as well from Linkin Park. A bit of a bad year for everyone who rocks.
It's been a horrible year in terms of losing people, etc. I'm just hoping no more people are going to bloody bite the bullet.
Gotcha. And obviously there's a French guy today as well.
There's a French guy today?
I've actually forgotten the name, because it's one of France's biggest rock stars. Passed away. It's one of the news this morning.
Oh, I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, and basically, got to Diamond Head. Obviously, when did you join Diamond Head?
Well, it was in 2014 that I joined. Brian and the guys were looking for a new singer because Nick had already moved to Australia somewhere. I don't remember where, but he's moved to Australia and made it very difficult for the band to keep going on, writing material, touring, etc. It became very expensive because the band was obviously paying for all the tickets for him to fly back and forth, and it just got very complicated, and they decided if they're going to keep going, they're going to need to look for someone who's more, within the UK. So yeah, Brian sent me a live recording of To Heaven From Hell without the vocal, and asked me to do a demo for him. So he sent me that, and I recorded my voice and sent it straight back, and they liked it, and then it was just come up, have a jam, and that was it.
Cool. Yeah, because obviously the band started in '76. It's had a couple of split-ups, gaps in between, in the Nick area, Nick era, sorry. And obviously you coming afterwards.
Yeah.
You've had to learn all the other songs, all the classics.
Yeah.
How easy or hard was that to do?
Well, like any music or anything to learn, you have to take it in and process it. What was really important for me was to make sure I justified the legacy, because the songs are incredibly important, I think. And I wanted to make sure that I sang them as well as I could, and as true to the original style that Sean Harris did. Obviously I don't want to sound like Sean Harris, but I want to make sure that the songs come across as original as they possibly can. And on some songs I might add a little bit more edge to it, just because I think they need it. So a song like Am I Evil, or say The Prince, they feel like they need a bit of aggression in there, and it kind of works for a younger crowd as well. They appreciate that. So that just comes out natural, and it really works. But the main thing for me is just to make sure that I justify the legacy.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and obviously you had the album in 2016.
Yeah.
Is there anything happening album-wise in the future?
Yes, lots is happening. We started actually writing already in January this year. Me and Brian got together and started doing a lot of the pre-production, writing riffs, putting sections together, and before meeting up with the rest of the guys and just formatting the songs a little bit better and ironing out anything that works, doesn't work. And we stuck to the same thing that we decided on last year, which is we stick to what we call the brief. What is Diamond Head? So we've written the songs, we've been in the studio, we recorded most of the songs now. It's just a few more songs that I need to write some lyrics for, and then it comes out hopefully March next year, fingers crossed.
Fair enough. I was going to ask you when's it going to be released.
Hopefully March.
Knowing Diamond Head, there's going to be a tour afterwards as well.
There will be some touring, definitely. I think we all, because none of us expected the positive a reaction to the last album, so we're both frightened to death of what's the reaction going to be to this next one. But we're hoping that in sticking to what we decided to do, as with Breathe on the last one, that hopefully it will hit home with the fans. I mean, ultimately we try and write mainly for the Diamond Head fans that were there from the beginning, and try and stick to that, and then hopefully they'll like it.
Yeah, I mean, what seems to happen is a lot of these older bands floating around, bands started in the 70s, 80s, they're still going.
Yeah.
You come to the crowd, there's like 70-year-olds, 60-year-olds in the crowd, but there's also the 14, 16, 18, where we're like, okay, these guys are really cool.
Yeah.
I guess the legacy is just going to go on forever with that happening.
We try. I mean, we write the songs together. I write all the lyrics because that's my role, among other roles. But I tried with the last one to, again, stick to the brief. It's not easy writing songs in this day and age, as opposed to feel and sound like they did in the, like the White Album. It's not that easy, but I tried to write them for that purpose, to follow the brief. There is a recipe to what is Diamond Head, and that includes lyrics and how they're sung. Granted, I sing differently to Sean and Nick, but there is a similar timbre there, which is what Brian likes ultimately, and probably why he decided, oh yeah, he'll do.
Fair enough.
He makes a good cup of tea, so he'll do.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to say thanks for your time. Thanks for your interview tonight. And obviously, enjoy the show later.
Yeah.
Hope you rock out and have a good time and please the bands.
Yeah, that's always what we do. So hopefully they'll be happy.
Okay, fantastic.
Pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.